You can go.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to call this meeting to order and ask those in attendance to rise for the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which is one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, this is a special year-end meeting of the Pompey Town Board. It was intended to be for a public hearing on the senior and the persons with disabilities tax exemptions, as well as payment of year-end bills to get the accountant's work closed out for the year. But best laid plans. I have next to me Counselor Angelo, myself, and on Zoom virtually is Counselor Light. Yes, hi, Bill. Counselor Christmas is very under the weather and not even able to Zoom in. And Counselor Loomis had an unexpected family emergency and is not available either. So my understanding, and Tim, correct me if I'm wrong, is that we need 3 people present in the meeting room in order to have a quorum. So even though Bill is with us, and I thank you for doing this, Bill, virtually, we don't have a quorum to vote on anything tonight. So we do have 2 public hearings on for the senior citizen tax exemption, as well as the person with disabilities tax exemption, and we need to pay bills. And we do have an acceptance of meeting minutes. The latter 2 things we cannot take action on. We can hold the public hearings on the exemptions, but we will not be able to vote. So we will be here to listen if there is any public input. Did I say that accurately?
That's absolutely right.
Okay. So,
And I'm not sure if you want to hold the public hearing open until the next meeting when we have a quorum, or if you want to.
well, then we would have,
It takes a vote to close it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Really,
So you can only call the vote out.
well, you noticed it. It is, you technically, I don't believe we actually have a quorum to have the public hearing, but I don't think you can close it, so.
so that would mean that on the organizational meeting night, which is January 4th, next Wednesday, a week from today, we would have 3 public hearings scheduled because we have the home occupancy. I do believe, although I don't know if we want to hold on that one or not. We've had some discussions about that, Tim and I, but we can, let's just proceed.
Yeah.
We knew we were sort of going to be winging it tonight, so we'll just proceed and take these. They will be 2 separate public hearings.
Right.
Even though they're listed in the same line on the agenda. So we will take, let's see if I have this. Local law 2022-6, which would amend our code to increase the income limit for the senior citizen tax exemption. We will take up that first. Dave, do you agree to waive the reading of the legal notice?
Yeah, at this point, you really can't make a vote.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
simply open the public hearing.
Then we'll open the public hearing on the amendment to our code to increase the senior citizen tax exemption income ceiling.
Yes, and the income ceiling, it goes from, I don't have it in front of me, it goes
We were
from
gonna add, I was looking that up.
20.
We are at, ours was at 38. We were at the maximum that was allowed to begin with. Prior to the changes that the state has made, which was, what was that? Do you think 38? I don't have my file.
Up to 50 now. I
Well, if
think.
you have the local law, it says it,
I know, I've got to pull it up.
and I didn't bring my laptop today.
Well, no better
If you
than,
you don't have a copy of it, you're making, it's
I can go get one though.
okay.
um, Where did I put it? Here. I'll open it in a second. So. Let's see. Do you want to see this, Tim?
No,
The assessed value
for 50%.
for 50% is that would raise the income level from the 38 and change, which I think is what we're at now,
That is.
to $50,000 or less. And it would go up to, it could go up to as much as income of 58,399,
For 5%.
but for only 5% of an exemption. So the local law, I believe, was posted on the website. Is available for people to review. So is anyone here in present or on virtually? I guess I will open the public hearing, and if there's anybody here that wants to comment. No one present? Anyone online? Okay. And then we can't close the public hearing because we don't have the necessary town board bodies, but we will agree to continue it on January 4th at, let's say 6:35 PM. I do know, hopefully Anne will be, she probably won't be here in the meeting room, but she will be virtually, and she does that. She did text me her opinions about this, but I would wait on that because she might be able to just express them herself when she's better able. Okay, so the second public hearing that's scheduled for tonight is for local law 2022-7, which is to amend our code to increase the income levels limits for persons with disabilities, the exemption, persons with disabilities exemption would have the income levels raised. So again, we can't waive the reading of the notice, but we'll open the public hearing, and if there's anybody.
And the limits are identical to the senior citizens property tax exemption.
Yes. Anybody present wish to be heard? Anybody online? No? Okay. So we will continue this public hearing as well on January 4th at 6:40 PM. And we cannot pay bills tonight. Tom Chartrand, I am so sorry, but this was the whole point of this, was to have a nice, clean transition from your responsibility for our finances to Jim Pompo and his company's responsibility. So we'll have to wait on those bills. Do you, if we could get a quorum between now and the end of the year, I mean, a meeting where we had a quorum, would you prefer to do that and get them paid in 2022 or?
Well, I can still put them all, I can show them all as accounts payable for 2022. And give Nikki and Mike the list so that they'll be able to,
Jim?
or Jim. Yeah,
You
why
have
am
Mike on the
I
brain.
have Mike on the brain? I worked on stuff all day for somebody.
Okay,
Yeah, so I guess that I'll take the bills, create a accounts payable listing for them, and they'll just have to write the checks next year.
okay. And then same with the minutes of the meeting from December 5th. We'll have to wait on that until January as well.
Okay.
Okay, public comment? I got nothing. I can't, can we entertain a motion to adjourn?
Actually,
Bill?
yes, if you
Have you
don't,
said any, Bill, would you like to
I-
say anything?
Yeah, well, actually, I just have some.
We can't hear you.
questions, But, I'm unmuted. Can you hear me now or not?
Still can't hear you.
Really?
Wake up.
Hold on. Let
I
me
think
see
you
if I
just
can
tried-
turn it up. Maybe I can't.
We can't.
I'm guessing he's not a regular Microsoft Teams guy.
Does that help or not?
that's great. We've got two present.
Still can't hear me?
Can't hear you.
No.
He's
You
looking.
can hear us, but we can't hear you.
I
Okay,
know.
He's like, I'm done.
well, I will just say, I wish everyone a happy new year. I hope it's safe and healthy. I'm Chartrand. We will honor you in our own way in a separate time and place. Because
See you in
we
January.
will see you in January because there will be consulting work that we're gonna need from you to make sure that we do have a good transition. Okay,
Sounds good.
all right.
We're done.
Thank you, Dave Angelo.
Oh, sure.
Can't hear me though, huh?
You can move to adjourn a meeting without a forum. That's all.
What we can and cannot do is without.
All right, I move to adjourn the meeting.
Bill says, forget it. I saw that.
I can't be heard though.
We're
Awesome.
adjourning, Bill.
Okay. I don't know why I can't hear me.
Okay, thanks, everyone.
All right.